Now for another survival roll. Dude. Oh, it was almost so low. Almost so low. So, you guys eventually come across a stream. Due just to the general slope of this place, it's not really a gentle or gradual stream. It's pretty flowing. That's where I can put it, I guess. All streams are flowing, Crash. Whatever. You guys come across the stream and decide to, refill your water skins, take a little bit of a rest. Just sort of chill there for a bit. While doing so, this is when Abigail takes it upon herself to go scout herself, and then she reports back that while you guys just start chilling for just 10 minutes or so, place's heat and humidity is getting to you in this sunken valley. She reports that nearby there are two, what's the word I'm looking for? Drops? To descent, that's the word. Descents down. And she remarks that potentially the Mimes Scorn can. Potentially. If you guys know that these Scorn can go into the earth, then. She does note that both of them do seem like carved out. Like there is some actual like clean cuts to them. As opposed to sort of the natural jagged formation of just erosion and stuff like that. These caves have very evident cutting, clean cut marks.
That is familiar to a degree. When we went under the water, it was a rough cavern and then became clean cut.
Yep. That it was.
So which one do we go check out?
Are either of you able to track, see if there's any evidence of movement in and out, like footprints and stuff, to see which ones seen heavy traffic, if that makes sense?
That makes sense.
They're not next to each other, I should mention. They're basically, imagine like a Y. They're basically sort of this forked in two different directions.
Oh, okay.
In the same northern direction, but they are not next to each other. These aren't two holes that lead to the same place. They're two separate mounds, so to speak. I didn't really get a chance to peek inside. Foolish is a scout that goes off on their own, uncover things.
Cough,
I came back to tell you guys. Who's that?
Oh, wait.
Oh, just some elf lady I met once. She was good, but very foolish.
We don't know how that is. It's an alternate timeline. Yeah. What are you guys trying to do?
Should we check out the one that's closest to us first, and then, if no luck, move along to the next one?
If you guys want.
I'm good with the notion.
Yeah.
Any dissenters?
Sorry, what'd you say, Crash?
Any dissenters? Any naysayers?
No. Have you seen any signs of the bears?
Shakes her head. To be perfectly honest, I don't really know 100% bugbears leave. I mean, I don't think they're the sort of things that leave effigies and stuff like that. Right? So, I haven't seen anything. Not any tracks.
You sure you did see bugbears and such? I'm talking
We
about.
saw them the night. We saw. Oh.
Yes, Sonia saw them too. Speaking of which, about how far have we gotten to where we saw them?
It's hard to tell through the canopies. During this short, one of you might have been able to climb a tree just to see roughly.
I'm willing to attempt that.
I will put a general circle location to where you guys think.
Triangulate yourself in the middle of the forest. It's so that tree and that tree, or was it that tree? Or maybe that.
This is
Was it that bold or that one?
I need to move. No, I need to move it. I need to move and turn it.
There has to be a song that has move and turn in it. I just can't think of it.
Alright. So I take it these two circles are the caves?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Well, should we go check out this one?
From the sounds of it, that I don't hear any dissent, so
Yeah.
you guys pack your stuff, fill up your water skins, and decide to check out. Check it out.
Before we go, Russia, just look at the water and examine it like those 10 minutes. Does it seem...
You cut out. Does it seem what?
Does it seem like...
You keep cutting out.
Does it seem...
Every time!
It literally always ends at...
Doesn't seem normal.
Say seem, it just cuts out.
Could you type
Seem
it?
what?
I heard normal.
I heard
Does
that.
it seem normal? Okay. Now time it worked. Okay. Make me a nature check. Oh, what are you training? What skills are you training? I will look at your sheet. You're trained in nature. Is it?
Yeah, nature and survival.
Make me a nature check. I think this would be more nature. Nature. 17. 17. It seems pretty mundane and normal, at initial glance at least. You do feel something amidst it, not to any significant degree, at the point you think it actually be affected, but it just feels like there's something off about it.
And which way is the water flowing?
The water flows from... You guys don't know this, obviously you don't have like a fucking to track your movements like Ghost Recon or some shit, but the water sort of flows... It goes off further and further, but that's just the general direction. Give it to you guys then.
Okay.
Yeah, it does feel like there's something messing with the water. Not to the point that it actually be significant, but you just feel like there's something up with it. Like, it just doesn't feel right. So, turn the other way. So, sounds like y'all are heading to the bottom. This one here? Can I confirm?
Let's go.
Alright.
Sounds like the outermost.
Outermost one. You guys pack up your shit and get going.
Okay, speaking of which, was this the one we checked?
You assume so. Like, obviously, like, when you guys have the map, it doesn't have these circles and stuff on it. This is just for your guys' reference as players. Like, it's not like Tandem's map that he drew as, like, oh, look at these obvious mounds and ways and points of interest and stuff. It's just for you guys' reference as players. So, yeah. You guys head to the edgemost one over off yonder, and you know, true to Abigail's word, it is just a straight up like descent into the earth. Like, it's not a mound or anything like the previous place or anything like that. It's imagine just like not necessarily full flat. It's not like, you know, this is Minecraft or something, but like a generally flat, you know, walking terrain covered in trees, thickets, bushes, and stuff like that. And then suddenly there's just a hole that leads down into the earth.
Before we go down, can I find a relatively young tree with a few branches and chop it off to get like a 10-foot pole?
Sure. It's not that hard in this forest.
Nice. A branch would do as well.
Yeah. It's a bit weird to walk with because like it gets caught on vines and, you know, branches, stuff like that, but you have a 10-foot pole.
Excellent.
I was gonna suggest as well, these are the guys that had the invisible enemies, aren't they?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yes. They were.
Guys, are they? They were.
They were.
Okay.
Or
They were.
there were
alright.
stone-related
So
people
right
with invisible enemies, yes.
Okay, so how long do you reckon we're going to be down there for? Maybe a couple of hours?
It could be
If
eternity. We could die.
Well,
I don't plan on
almost
dying out
it.
here. Thank you.
Because I was going to suggest maybe we, like, the wizards anyway, take turns using the see invisibility spell.
All three of you have it.
It's just gonna, what do you guys think? Actually, Menace, do you have the see invisibility?
No, I almost took it, and then I didn't.
Okay,
So I don't have it.
that's fine. So just be me and Samuel then.
The
I
good
don't have
Even
it
so-
prepared.
He doesn't
Ah.
have it prepared. I
Actually,
like
shit, wait a
this.
minute. Do I
Thank you
have
for being
one?
honest, though.
It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
okay. Well, that's fine. If we get in a fight, I'll just use it then. That's fine.
If we suddenly
I'll,
get attacked from out of fucking nowhere and then cast it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That'll look for
yeah.
traps.
Never mind. Thought it was a good idea.
But you feel comforting pat on his shoulder. It was a decent plan.
Yeah, well, I tried.
Russian
get
just
ready
puts his
for
hand
that.
on. Russian just puts his hand on Wise's shoulder. Do not worry, my friend. I have your back.
Thank you. That makes me feel a little bit better, actually.
I'll take out my steel mirror and I'll tie it to my wrist with a piece of cord.
Yeah, you grab like just a vine. That's right, like right fucking there, just tie it off. It's a bit awkward, but not the worst thing.
Yeah, I'll just take out my mirror as well, just in case. Shall we descent then? Descend?
Are we like at the whatever it is?
Yeah, it's just like a drop into the earth. Descent into
Okay.
the earth.
Do we see if we saw any tracks around?
You ask us to go over to your resident scouts. Time to do some rolls.
Also, do you
Why
want
that
to
thing?
go in the dark or do you want light?
Abigail holds up a hand. I can see just fine down there. I can take the lead. Varric gets a look like, huh?
You're
It's
really
in the
surprised
dark.
at this point. She could summon a sword.
Lots of people summon swords. Never
I
mind.
can't summon a sword.
Yeah, but not everyone can summon a sword. Not everyone can see in the dark.
Back to my question.
Shut the
Light
fuck
and
up,
dark.
Sandra. Like as the conversation goes on, technically, Abigail's hand hand up just slowly withers down until she puts it at her side.
By that same witch stalker, smell around and see if he smells like.
Roll perception for Witchstalker. Sandra, do you want to help Abigail or do you want to do your own endeavors?
I'll just help her.
I mean, Abigail can start doing stuff around. Like, it's fine. You don't have to be her help jockey.
I'm fine with the sister.
All right. Wait, I got something here. Abigail's sort of crouched over and just sort of pats the dirt, just a bit, and then it makes it much more and more. It sort of impresses, as in impresses, push down on something, presses down on an imprint on the ground, revealing this large foot structure, 3 toes, almost like a frog, I guess. Except a frog is webbed and stuff like that. This isn't. It's just 3 long, weird looking toes. Got something. And Witchstalker at this just. Smells of death. I imagine a lot of things smell like that, sir. No. Smells like grave dust. She gets a concerned look at that, her eyes shoot open wide like a deer, and she looks at you guys.
Same.
That's very specific.
She looks at Tatum, and you can see mouthed underneath her
Super same.
Ooh la la.
Hmm.
60 feet, that's not behind smoke. This is where I have to tell you that any creature you would detect would be underground cover.
Whoops.
It's mostly like a.
I will tell you, I will for free tell you, it doesn't occasion, but you do detect the presence of some undead from just sort of seeping off, emitting off of the imprint on the ground. Disgusting.
Unnatural things.
Yeah. She takes a bunch of steps back and away from Witch Stalker. Goes next to Varric and just sort of like awkwardly stands there, like her arm her left arm holding like her right elbow, so like awkwardly. He doesn't mind. Progress.
I have fought undead in a tomb once before. It is unpleasant.
This isn't really a tomb though, is it? It's just a hole in the ground.
Isn't that
Any
what a
hole in
tomb
the
is,
ground can be a tomb.
essentially?
You build a tomb. I don't think anyone
Substitute
builds
tomb
holes
for
into the
grave in
ground.
this case.
Varric, we're all kind of smartasses here, so.
I know. I know. I know.
Russian would
That
just
was
go and
one
look at
too
the
many.
I'll have you know I have 4 bullets and more than 4 potions.
Russian would look at the toe prints, like, does it look similar to like an undead's, but like more bony, or like a gnoll's, or maybe a lizard?
Not like a gnoll. A gnoll is still like their feet are still sort of like paw-like, so they're sort of like like that central paw space, and then the individual little paws, like little toe beans, like Tango has here. Hello, Tango.
Aww.
Grabs cat
He woke up. He woke up. He heard talk about undead. He's like, I must hunt. No, you are undead, silly. Moving on though.
Just straight up witch stalker.
He goes,
Basically, he is snippy at something right now. So he's also sitting on my headset wire. Get off, please. Thank you. Thank you. But no, this is much more humanoid. It actually has like actual extended out toes and things like that. They're definitely not human toes, like because human toes are like what 1/8 of what a foot size is. This is more like much longer and
Callus,
larger.
navicular, calcaneus, your 5 metatarsals.
oh my.
Yes, science. Thank you.
Phalanges.
Thank you, anatomy person. Thank you. We're playing D&D, of course we're under.
But he's a science nerd.
Something like a chicken foot, except like it still has that like main space of like a human foot would have. So like a chicken foot is like like a bunch of lines essentially. Like this still has that central foot.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So the
of like a
design,
human.
but the long human
Yeah,
like.
it just has less toes, and the toes that it does have are longer. Like let's say like
Is it
3 inches or
medium-sized?
so. It would be medium size.
Okay.
It is not the size of like a TV screen or TV. What is a TV? That's what it is.
The Scorpion we've encountered, what do their feet look like? Do they just look
I
like
wonder.
normal human feet?
I
or
wonder.
they-
I wonder.
No, we haven't looked,
I actually did not look that.
They do have elongated fingers and stuff like that, and their hands are sort of structured like that. Their feet are not though. Their feet are much more human.
How deep is the drop?
It's not a drop. It's like a descent, and you can't really see how far down it goes.
Is Abigail able to see how far it goes? Is Abigail able to see how far down it goes? Or
She has a dark vision of at least 120 feet.
Huh?
Tango, stop. Tango, stop.
120
She cannot see the end of it,
Oh.
so it's at least 120 feet, if not more. Or it is more. What am I saying? Tango, stop biting my arm.
We are hunting down Scornkin, and this is something else. Do we want to go fuck with that, or do we want to stay focused?
Agreed.
I draw my swords and send Yuila up to sit on a tree branch and direct her telepathically to notify me if anything comes after us. And I start moving in and I say, "Daylight is burning." And I go in.
Good, my friend.
Well, I suppose that answers
Rotten.
that question, doesn't it?
Jumps on a witch stalker's back and just pulls out some silver and just covers his face with it.
Like silver dust.
Mm-hmm.
Just check it.
Sandra loads a snapshot, just in case.
Varric checks his like ammo pouch, and he's like, "Oh boy."
I changed my diaper for the amount of times I'm probably going to be shitting myself down here.
So, going down the shaft, it is only wide enough. Who the fuck snickered at that? I want name.
I held it back. All right, I was gonna.
Commissar wants to know who snickered.
I gotta go.
Moving on.
Quick, run back to the entrance, then back
The
to the exit.
descent is it's just wide enough to have 2x2, meaning Witchstalker by himself takes up like the entire width of it because he's considered a large creature.
How high up does it go?
It goes 8 feet or so. So technically not to the point where Witchstalker and Russian
Can be
are comfortable in it, but they could still be. Witchstalker can still be ridden. Just not comfortable. Like Russian, you have to like lean down on Witchstalker as if like you're like trying to like go fast or something like that. So you're not sitting like up, like standing up straight or sitting up straight rather.
Damn.
I've got the sword with the flame effect on in one of my hands, and I have the 10-foot pole in the other, and I would like to use the pole to check for traps as I descend.
You don't need to. Abigail's taking point. She has dark vision, and she says that you guys with your torches sort of
Give
are really obvious. Yeah, I'll be just right there. It's fine. And if anything else, I'll just run back. You guys got my back, right?
Hey.
Don't
Certainly.
give that response, Aminius. That doesn't really inspire confidence in me when you go, Okay,
Good luck, don't die.
Yeah.
I'll be right ahead.
Don't die. Be very inconvenient for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Can I look over at Beric and see how he's reacting to us giving her shit?
His eyes are locked down the
Focus.
locked down the descent. Pervs. Like he can't even see into it, but he's like it's as if he's trying to scan for something that he doesn't necessarily know is there. And then, like this is like you guys are still standing at the entrance of it in daylight, planning like sort of marching order for it. And then Abigail goes up to him and just leans in and whispers something to him, and then goes down. He shoulders the rifle, pulls out the shotgun.
Down
Thank you, Fred. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you,
Jesus.
Fred.
I'm just impressed that
That's
there's specifically a meme for this.
I know.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you for that. So,
Oh, I love it. I love it.
anyways, yeah. So yeah, Varric checks the 2 barrels of the shotgun, and then closes it up, and then, my friends, what is the marching order? I will draw a really shitty 10-foot space for you guys to orient yourselves in.
Let me zoom in.
Off yonder. Boop. 10 feet. That's how wide this goes.
Oh shoot!
Assume Abigail is like 30 feet ahead or something like that. She's 0.4 miles ahead. My bad. She's a forward scout.
I think we should all
Okay,
back
no,
up
just
one.
for simplicity's
Yeah,
sake. Wait, hold on. For simplicity's sake,
Yeah.
everyone just. I'm just gonna move the
If
thing.
gonna go that far, I'll go in the back, I guess.
Well, no, yeah, like you guys are like all up front. Like, you leave some fucking space here.
Yeah.
I need to be protected. I'm
I
trying
was
to
just wanting to
stick
say
close.
next to Beric.
I can't move
Yeah.
the fucking.
I think we need one wizard up front. I was gonna.
I can't move this.
Yeah, and we don't need 3 in the back.
Okay,
Sammy,
so
go up front.
I wasn't.
Sammy,
up front.
ride on Tandem's shoulder.
So yeah, if Tandem's
I'm
going on the front, I'll
keep
go
in
on
mind, Abigail has to be the lead scout. All right, so you guys can't just be in front of Abigail all of a sudden.
I can go in the front if you wanted for the wizardry front, 'cause I'm a bit more beefy than
Oh,
the other.
Tandem was just in Abigail in the shaft.
Oh.
So,
Barrett cucked again.
yeah, is this how you guys want to be oriented?
Why am I in the back now?
You're
not
hanging
in
out
the
with me, bud.
He wanted to be in the front, got scooted to the back. How'd this happen?
Abigail has 30 feet head start. Because she can see in the dark.
Ooh.
Dark. Oh yeah, hell yeah. So,
I'll put away my 10-foot pole and take out my sword.
So, you guys begin trekking down the descent. Working your way down the shaft.
God, this is gonna take 3 times long because we're gonna be making shaft notes the entire time.
I only made one, you guys started.